In the very first scene of the movie, we already get a death inside of a church where he thinks it's safe. He levitates his priest all the way up and boom, bursts him into flames in front of the altar boy. Like, oh my goodness, what kind of X-Men powers this demon has now? And when she visits the scene of the crime, you actually see like, oh yeah, there's that burnt up priest and everything. Isn't he like a friendly ghost? Like, hey man, tell me what happened to you. This is how the nun survived a return for the sequel. Before she got defeated with the Christ blood and possessed that Maurice guy. Remember that French guy? It's sort of like you could halfway possess somebody. Sort of like herpes. You can lie dormant for a bit, but then take total control. Grab an ointment. That looks like ringworm to me. The nun that battled the nun in the previous movie is just like laying low in Romania, like helping cars out and such, until the church seeks her out and then asks her for a favor.
You performed a miracle. The church needs another.
She's like, hard pass, no way. I almost didn't make it the first time around, and now that you asking me, you know, a nun is like the bottom rung of everything, you know? That's like entry level. You don't have anybody else to send? You better call Russell Crowe from that one movie. Then they start showing her death photos like, alright dude, why did we see this? These people are dying, isn't that a priority? Do I have a budget? You better send a crew of people with me, not just me and this, new recruit black nun. This old lady's looking around this abandoned place and like an altar boy, a ghost altar boy. Did altar boy die or something? I don't know. I guess he just got recruited to beat her up and kill an old lady. The Conjuring's always trying to introduce you to new ghosts, like the altar boy's gonna be the next movie. And the funny thing was, the incense thing that the priest swing and stuff, that's what he beat her up with. So I was like, alright, that's pretty cool. Freddy's got a glove, Jason has machete, and I guess altar boy has incense ball. So she keeps looking around to try to hunt for clues, and they find a clue what this demon wants. It wants the eyes of this like saint that's like buried underneath a church that nobody knows about. A real sort of Indiana Jones sort of mission. Oh, we also get this sort of subplot of this girl who's being like bullied by a couple of people at school, and she actually sees the nun like, oh man, that looks like, well, you got like black mold growing inside this school, clean that up. But anyway, she stumbles onto the nun actually like being possessed of Maurice and gets killed for it. Did anybody even miss her afterwards? It didn't even seem like they acknowledged like, hey, where'd that one girl go? Then there's a couple of visions, because I think she's related to the Warren lady, and you see a vision of somebody getting stabbed in the face, so that counts. Yeah, the plot is awful, the kills aren't that great, and I think they just sort of made this shot, and this is the only thing you're probably going to remember from the movie. It's like all those pages keep turning, and it's like, oh, this is a pretty cool, neat little sequence. And then all of a sudden, bah, the nun jumps out of nowhere. Doesn't kill her. What was the point? Well, she could have killed her if she killed that priest that easy. I don't know. Or she got you at this point, like, oh man, she could put crosses in your eyes. Does that mean you're dead? Or I don't know. Oh, and an angry goat was chasing them around. A goat, like, that's supposed to be like the devil. So she pretty much has like a team at this point. She has the altar boy doing stuff, killing old ladies, and the goats chasing everybody else down. I think he was just chasing them to jump scare them a little. And the trailer even showed, oh, it's the nun haunting these little girls. But no, man, it was supposed to be like another different ghost. Too many ghosts, dude. They should have been called Nun II, Nun Squad. Oh, the goat got actually one kill. While it was repeatedly ramming the door, I guess one of the little girls was standing right behind it and got impaled. So count one for the goat. And during the final battle, of course, they have to sort of defeat this thing somehow. And they used the blood of Christ last time, and they're like, well, we ain't got no blood of Christ, but we got all this wine. The body and the blood into wine, and then put wine all over this demon and killed her. I mean, it's like cliche at this point, man. We've seen this 1,000 times. We just saw it done better with the Pope's Exorcist. You have like this like CGI sort of last battle where you defeat him and sort of send the demon like back to hell. Please let this be the end, dude. No Nun 3.